So good day all and welcome to the South African lawn. Happy New Year. Guys, I wish you all the best for 2021. I want to come and say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support that you've given me through 2020. But it's a new year now and not much will change besides maybe a little bit more videos and all those type of good things. Maybe it'll be even a little bit more active on the onlines. But yeah, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to wish you the best for 2021. May there be many long and straight stripes on your lawn in the year to come. Let's get into the video. So 2020, what a year it has been. Thankfully that's now gone out the door. So I just came back from holidays and my lawn has decided to treat me with a couple of surprises, like another outburst of this yellow oxalis or wood sorrel or whatever you want to call it. The lawn luckily wasn't as overgrown as bad, because I did apply some plant growth regulator, but it has also surprised me with that, some drought stress. Now you've read the title right, it is fungus, fungi, fungal, whatever you want to call it. Let's talk about that for a second. Right, so what is it? It is rust. Okay, rust is a fungal disease that can nail your grass like it's nailed my grass over the last, I don't know how long, but I've been away for about 2 weeks, and when I came back I saw this. It's actually busy recovering now because I've been back for 2-3 days now. I haven't treated it yet, but there's a couple of factors that I reckon has definitely contributed to the activation of this disease. So we're going to talk about that in a second, and I just quickly want to show you a close-up of a leaf blade, why I definitely think that this is rust. Okay, so I'm going to show you a close-up here of the area that is worst affected, but almost at this area I can't see the great signs of rust because it has gotten too bad of an extent for me to actually identify the beginning stage of this disease. If you see what I mean, it is now actually just turned kind of brown. If you look closely you can definitely see it, especially on the new growth. So that gives it away. It doesn't completely kill off your lawn. I don't think it can get to that extent that it can completely kill your lawn, but it is most common in low nitrogen areas. That's the thing that boggles me a bit, because this is not a lawn that's really under fertilized. I think the main reason is I've got very poor soil there on the top areas of my lawn, and I think the nutrients really gets depleted, especially obviously nitrogen gets depleted quicker and faster than the rest of the lawn where the soil is a little bit better. It's very rocky and sandy there, so I don't think it holds on to that nutrients as well, and I think that's one of the factors that really contributes to it being affected by this disease at this stage. Okay, so I did cut the lawn, and just an extra tip, if you are struggling with something like a disease, fungal diseases, that's probably the only time that I will mow with a catcher. So I did mow with a catcher yesterday, took quite a lot of the leaf blade off because it had 2.5 weeks of growth on it. So yes, but I did do that with a catcher. I actually emptied that catcher of mine 3 times. But I just want to show you the great signs of rust, fungus disease. I hope we can focus on a so yeah, it starts at the top and works its way down onto the leaf blade, and if it's actually to quite a bad stage, you should see that powdery stuff. This is still a little bit dewy in that area that's shaded. You should see that orange powder. Actually, I think if I rub my hands on it, it should make like a little bit of a stain on my fingers. Oh, that's more grass, but you can actually see some of the orange right there, and you should pick that up on your lawnmowers and those type of things, and it can transfer from one area to another area. That's why really you need to mow with a catcher at this stage and try and clean your mower before you mow different areas of your lawn. However, South African guys with warm season lawns, I think cool season grasses are far easier affected by this disease, so you shouldn't really pick this disease up in any case on kikuyu and Bermuda or pooch or whatever. Right, so I just quickly want to talk about the last contributing factor to the activation of this rust disease in my lawn, or what I think it is, and I think this is probably the biggest reason to why this has happened. Okay, so about 3-4 weeks ago, I was irrigating in the mornings like I always do. About 5:30 in the morning, my sprinklers would go on. That was just before we went on holiday, obviously, and then somebody complained about me irrigating in the morning and the pop-up sprayers waking them up. So what I did was I changed it to an alternative time, which is in the evenings, because I don't want to water during the heat of the day to try and save on that evaporation. In any case, so I'm irrigating at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the evenings. I'm not even exactly sure what time. So I think that microclimate of the leaf blade staying wet throughout the night, and I've set this to I think it's irrigating 3 times per week on this lawn, and to try and get it through this heat stress through the summer. And obviously I couldn't control the irrigation while I was gone, so I just set it. I don't have a rain sensor on my irrigation, so it just goes on whether it rains or not throughout us going away. Obviously when it rains and I'm here, I put the irrigation off and I only irrigate again when my lawn really needs it. So I think that's the biggest contributing factor to the activation of this disease. So those are the things that I think I've done wrong, and what contributes to this disease. So yeah, I hope this makes sense, and I hope that this will help you to avoid these issues. This is just something that's gotten out of hand while I wasn't here. Obviously, had I seen it pop up, I think I would have treated it immediately, or do something to the best of my knowledge to try and stop it from activating and spreading and hurting my lawn. Okay, so enough talking about the problems. What can we do to eliminate this issue, Merrick? Okay, so right here I've got my cabinet with all the herbicides and fungicides and whatever. So right here, this is what I've got from Grasses and Greens. We've got a product called Bumper, very nice. But the thing that most of these got in common is the active ingredients, guys. Active ingredient, propaganazole, 250 grams per liter. These standard diseases all get treated with pretty much the same active ingredient. Once again, lawn fungicide by Effecto. This is something that you just get off the shelf. Treats rust as well. Okay, active ingredient, propaganazole. However, funny enough, this Funginex, also a very popular product. This one has got the active ingredient triferine. Okay. Even this one here, Lawn Protector, which is actually an insecticide and a little bit of a fungicide, very light dose. This has got also propaganazole besides the insecticides in there. So the propaganazole is obviously the fungicide. All of these has got propaganazole and triferine, but treat almost all the diseases that you'll find in your lawn. So yeah, that is what it is. Yeah, okay, so time caught up with me and I had to go to work. And now it is 2 days later, the first time that we really see sunshine. And that's also not helping this fungi cause of mine on my lawn. So I'm going to go with the recommended maximum rate here, which is 25 mils or 24 mils per 100 square meters. I can't get this open. Waarso is die beertjie pop? Waarso? There we go. 24 mils per 100 square meters. So when in doubt, always go with recommended rate. The recommended rate for what's that precaution measure? What do you call that? Okay, so as you can see there, I'm still struggling to get the bottle open. For preventative measures, you use 10 mils per 100 square meters. I'm going to use 24 mils per 100 square meters for the active growing fungus. But I might want to keep in mind to use this as a preventative next year, because there's a great chance that this will show up. Where's my gloves? Gloves now. In the next year, there's a great chance that this will show up next year. So I'm going to use over 200 square meters Oh, that is bang on. 50 mils, so I need actually 48, but I mean, those 2 mils won't do harm. I've got I have half filled my spray already with water. Okay, lacquer, so all mixed up. In there I've got about 10 liters of water, which is more than enough, probably about 3 passes. Let's go spraying. Boom skidoo, done is the spraying. I don't think I'll be able to show you the results in this video, so stick around and maybe subscribe and check out the next video where I'll be doing an update on how this rust disease of mine is doing and if I can get it under control. Okay, so while we're on the topic of showing results or updates or whatever, I'm going to show you the update of the kikuyu right now. That's been almost a month ongoing or 3 weeks ongoing, so that is recovering well, so I'm going to show you that now. But I don't know if you can see it properly right here. Let me just change a little bit of the angle so the sun comes with us. Just have a look there on the corner right there. As I've said about a month ago, no, a couple of months ago, probably 7, 8, 9 months ago, I've made a mistake by accidentally sowing perennial ryegrass in that area. So now I haven't got a fully monostand lawn because of that, but it's only in 2 areas right there. However, something funny or something interesting is how much better that perennial ryegrass is resistant to disease. I tell you, the bluegrass is almost choked out by this disease, really being hit hard. In the same area, the perennial ryegrass not nearly as affected by it, as I'll show you a close-up right now. Okay, so I'm not going to fully get down onto the grass right now because I've just sprayed here. Okay, so this is bluegrass and you can see it's heavily affected. And almost the ryegrass is normally blended in with the bluegrass. You can hardly tell the difference between the two. But just look how much less affected this bluegrass is right here. And also if you look on the leaf blade of the bluegrass, you can clearly see the signs of rust. Sorry, I'm turning my head so that I can look you in the eye. Whereas if you look on the perennial ryegrass, there's hardly anything. So that's very, very interesting. And that might drive me even further to overseeding with ryegrass come fall this year. So just have a look at this, guys. Hardly any disease compared to a nailed. Look right there, the brown and flippin' crumbling lawn because of this disease, and the ryegrass just handling it so much better. Okay guys, and here's the kikuyu lawn, and I tell you what, it's been I think about 3.5 weeks since I did the leveling of this lawn and that heavy top dress, and I tell you what, it has made a super difference. It's so much more flat, so much more enjoyable to mow. Filling in great. The color is not immaculate yet because I've been away on holidays and we had quite a lot of growth, so I had to cut off quite a lot once again. I did apply plant growth regulator to try and just slow it down a bit, but there wasn't a lot of leaf blade exposed to actually take up that plant growth regulator. But nevertheless, looking flippin' awesome. Okay, so yeah, I think that's going to wrap up this video. Stay tuned for the updates on the fungus there on the other lawn, but I thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I wish you all a super 2021. Cheers, bye bye.